How do you become really good at playing riffs? And I mean top level, pro level. How do you go from wherever you are, beginner, intermediate, being able to do some stuff on your instrument, to absolute top level, like in record time? The recipe is so simple. Normally, when we think of this, it's, I practice, I play for a couple of years, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, and depending on how much I practice, I will reach that level, in X amount of years, right? But that's really not how it is, because if you have that goal, like say you play, you practice, and then you just expect to become better until you reach that top level, you will never reach the top level. Either you do it in a short period of time or you don't do it at all, because intensity in your practice schedule, focus in your practice schedule is what's going to push you to that level. If you practice a little each day for months and years and weeks, you will never get there, because the brain needs intensity in order to break all the way to the top. Otherwise, you're just going to be in a constant, eternal intermediate. But everyone can do it. Everyone can break through to that top level. And here's how to do it when it comes to riffs. What you do is that you take your favorite riff, and then you start playing it in a loop. And the best thing is, if you can really, most riffs can be played in a loop. But you pick something that you can play in a loop. I just came up with this little piece here. Right? And I was having fun with that. So if this was the riff, I would play it over and over and over again, right? I would play it with the metronome, da, 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 and have that clicking in the background. I would focus on in the beginning to get everything right, not practicing it too fast, practicing at a level where I can get every single note right and really be relaxed as I practice. And then I would use that as a Zen meditation with the metronome in the background, just going and really go into and focus on having it sound the best I can, always, at each repetition. Get to that level where I really think I have total, or feel that I have total control. And then just at a low level speed, keep playing it like that and get every note right. Experiment with pinch harmonics, upstrokes or downstrokes. And if you don't know how to do pinch harmonics, you can find videos on that on YouTube, really close-up, cool videos. And really experiment with the sound. And should I mute a little? Right? And really go into it and use that. Each and every time you play, you try to play it a little bit better than the last time. And then you take it to the TV, just to practice the mechanics of it, right? Once it's basically pretty automatic, you keep playing it. You don't stop at good. You keep pushing for the pro level, right? And then what you do is, once you feel that I have total control over this, you do two things. First of all, you push beyond the tempo you need, right? You play it twice as fast. You get to the level where you can play it ultra fast, where it doesn't sound good anymore, right? So you have a headroom. You have so much space of skills that playing it at the right tempo, at the coolest tempo, is so super easy, because you can play it at a much higher level. That's what I use speed for, basically, is to push myself. So I'm sure that if I'm on stage, if people are looking at me, I get smoke in my eyes, and and people are pushing me around, I can still play it, because it's as easy as breathing in and breathing out. And the only way to get to that point is to raise the bar and practice it beyond what you need when it comes to speed level. Once you've done that, the second thing I promised you focus on is playing it, at a level when it comes to tone where it's just, beyond what you would, go for. Even that guy where you're looking up to, or that whatever guy is playing that riff, you just go beyond that. Say, can I play it even better than him? Can I play it with more feeling, with more... Can I, create a version where most people will say, hey, that sounds that sounds better than the original. Push for more. That's the key, right? Don't stop at good. Don't stop at, it sounds like him now. Push for more. Go beyond that, right? And the way to do that is to record yourself. So you play it, you focus on getting it right, you play it in a loop, and then you record yourself. Use your phone, use your whatever, your tape recorder, right? Like that, if you have one of those still. Do whatever you can, and then record yourself playing it, and then listen intensely, right? And then that will give you a totally new learning experience, because playing it and picking it at the same time you're going to blur the experience with the imagined experience. So you remember the lick or the riff, and then you play it in a loop, but you're really hearing your memory and what goes on. When you hear your recording, you only hear what actually goes on. It's like listening to the original. And then you can start, that doesn't sound, it sounds a little insecure there. And then you get real feedback. So once you do this, once you go beyond, when it comes to speed level, go totally beyond what you need, and you start recording yourself and then focusing on intensity on playing it at a top level and beyond, you will absolutely break through to that pro level.